We are in the process of addressing the fighter jet procurement, and of course that is a process being run out of Public Services and Procurement Canada, and I believe that they are working very hard on that file. It does not have political involvement at my level, so I trust that the public services are doing their job, and I'm sure they are.
The White House has warned of severe consequences for Russia if chemical weapons are used in Ukraine. How concerned are you that chemical weapons will actually be used? And in terms of Canada's response, what response could we expect? What does severe consequences mean? Could that mean a direct military engagement with Russia?
Okay, well, let's be clear. I'm concerned with the conflict in Ukraine even without chemical weapons. When you see the random killing of families and children every single day, that's cause for concern. And of course, any use of chemical weapons would increase the very, very difficult and horrendous situation on the ground. The reality is that this is an evolving situation, and as Defense Minister, we are engaged across the NATO alliance to ensure that we are acting in a coordinated fashion. I am traveling to Brussels next week for the very purpose of discussing the situation in Ukraine and the NATO response.
We're hearing about a lot of Canadians who are going over to Ukraine to fight as volunteers. What's your message to them? And if they get into trouble, can they rely on the Canadian Forces for help?
The Canadian Forces are not in Ukraine at the current time. The Canadian Armed Forces are in Poland, where they are staying temporarily, suspending Operation Unifier because of the dangerous situation on the ground. In terms of Canadians themselves going to fight, it is certainly their own individual decisions as to whether they wish to do so. My responsibility, our responsibility as a Canadian government, is to ensure that everyone knows that the situation in Ukraine is extremely dangerous, extremely concerning, and that is the information we are providing.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.